Oh, we got a fish. Oh, dude. Did not expect that. Well, good afternoon, YouTube, or evening, whatever time of day you're watching this. It is a hot, sticky afternoon here in Tennessee. Summer's finally starting to wind down. It's getting a little bit cooler in the evenings, and I'm going to take it and put that to my advantage this evening. We're going to head up to the mountains, and I'm going to probably regret my decision and the choice of tackle I'm going to use. So let's get up there and see what we can catch. We got a very limited amount of time, like maybe 2 hours, and a good portion of that's going to be driving up there. See you on the water. All right, we're up here, and it's later than I thought it was, and that's kind of what happens when you get up at 2:30 in the morning to be at work at 4 and fall asleep when you get home. But yeah, I really just wanted to come up here once it started cooling down this evening. Anyway, enough yapping. The rod we're using, 4 foot 6 inch ultralight, rated 2 to 6 pound test. This is the lightest rod that I've got. Little 500 size Shimano Sienna, and this line that is on it, if you can even see that, is one pound test, not 2, 3, or 4, 1 pound test. And we're going to throw just some really small baits today, trout magnets, mule minnows, stuff like that, and just see what all we can catch in this creek in about an hour and a half. So anyway, enough talking, limited on time, let's go catch some fish. All right, we're in the usual first spot, and somebody's been down here since the last time I was up here because there's corn all over this, which makes sense. There's trout in this creek, and a lot of them, even during summer. Now, with this 1 pound test, you want a really smooth drag on your reel. Like, this is not ideal. Like this drag, it's smooth, but it's not as smooth as I like. It'll work though. So you definitely want it to be super smooth, because it don't take much to break 1 pound test. Got it. That was a dangle fish. Don't know what it is, but we got it. It's a little rock bass. In case you're wondering what a danglefish is, a danglefish is any fish that you catch while your line is hanging over a limb, which is the case with that one. He just happened to pull it off of the limb, thus making it a danglefish. Alright, well, first snag and break off, so since we're going to retie, might as well head up to another spot since we're so limited on time. Alright, second spot. I'm going to be in a real pickle if I catch something of some decent size, because, you know, like me, my net's in the vehicle and not with me. Another thing that I didn't mention with this 1 pound test is you really need to watch your knots. Lubricate them really well when you're tying them. Tie the strongest knot you can, and really watch for abrasions. Oh, I've got a bass right here in front of me. He would make for a very good fight with this little 1 pound setup. Ain't no telling how long he's been there. So he probably... Oh, we got a fish. Oh, dude. Did not expect that. I gotta play it out with this line. It's not a monster fish by any means, but I've got to be very, very careful. Oh, no! No! That was a good smallmouth. That was probably like probably a half-pound smallmouth. My drag was just a little bit tighter than it should have been, and he snapped it. Dang it. Now, I'm gonna go up here and retie real quick. I should have fought that fish a lot longer and should have tired it out. Yeah, that makes me mad, because now that fish is swimming around with a lure in its mouth at my expense of just trying to catch something on super light line that's really not made for that. We're re-rigged. Check our drag. That's a lot lighter than it was. Let's see if we can get this other bass's attention. Oh shoot, he came for it. Actually, there's two there, are pecking at it. But there's another little smallmouth right here off the bank. Got it. Yeah, that's the smallmouth. Away from the branches. We'll tighten my drag. Don't. Got it. Successful catch. Very pretty little smallmouth. That is about half the size of the one that broke me off, and that's just a little bit smaller than the largemouth or whatever it is that's down here too. So let's get that back. And a little bit of a belly flop. I apologize. Alright, just about can't stop here without casting into this little pool, which I never catch anything out of it, except for that. Where are you? Oh, that was a little bitty smallmouth. Itty bitty little smallmouth. I probably could have got a better hook set in it if I knew that it was a fish at first, because with this super light line, every little bump that I feel or drag into feels like I'm snagged on something. This is more than likely going to be the last little area that we fish, just because I would also like to get this video edited today too. And I really need water shoes, not my work shoes for this crap. Dadgummit. Oh well, it's just shoes. I didn't get too wet. Oh well. Oh yeah, we're also just down the road from a gun range. Ooh, this looks good. It's nice and deep. It's one of the deeper, easier to get to pools. So, I've caught a bunch of fish out of this in the past. I might link some videos. I might not, I don't know. Just depends on how the rest of this video turns out. Oh, we got a fish. I didn't even feel you hit. Oh, no. Get. I don't like you. Got something. Ain't real big, but we got something. Itty bitty little red. Now, fun fact. Whoa. Fun fact with these little juvenile redbreasts. There's a species of sunfish. It's called orange spotted sunfish that looks similar to them, and they rarely get bigger than that, if that big at all. And they look really similar. But they're super rare. But nice little tidbit there on sunfish species, I guess. You know, this rod is... Oh, another one. This rod is almost too light. I need to tighten my drag just one little click. That was a lazy rock bass right there. This rod is almost too light because I can't feel any of the bites hardly. Which, that's one reason why I don't use 4/6s and 5 foots very much. Just because the sensitivity goes down the shorter the rod gets. But yeah, that's another thing that shows that rod length will determine an action being completely different. Like this is a 4/6 ultralight. I've got a 5 foot ultralight or 5/6 ultralight and all that. Same rod, but they feel all differently. Completely different rods. They all perform differently. This one is more of a noodle, where the 5/6 is a little bit stiffer, but it's got a soft tip, which is really my shortest preference in ultralights, or just any rod. And what am I tangled on? Any rod in general. One fish there, one good one. He's a monster. About to drag me in. One good fish right there. Tell you what, I don't know what it is. These rock bass have been lazy today. Y'all ain't been eating y'all's Wheaties. Skadoosh. Alright, we're going to give it... Heard something in the woods over here. We're gonna give it 5 more minutes and then call it quits, because it is 8 o'clock. You know, I am glad that summer is finally coming to an end. Like, I haven't fished hardly like anywhere near as much this summer compared to last year or the year before. A really fun video. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna own up, I didn't have a net when I should have, and I lost what, 2-3 fish, something like that, especially that one really good smallmouth. You know, that was very irresponsible of me to not have a net with me. Which, the big smallmouth that we lost, there wasn't really a lot that I could do about that anyway, because it's too far out for a net. But anyway, that's what happens when you play around with super ultralight gear, 1 pound test, and all that good stuff. But if you want to check out this stuff, this really ultralight line, I'll leave links in the description, and I'll leave a affiliate link at the top of the description so that y'all can go check out some of the mule fishing baits that we use today. I didn't really say which ones we used, but there's quite a few. the smallmouth that we lost was on one of them. And I'll leave links in the description to the rods, reels, line, all that stuff. And if you're interested in a neck mount for GoPro or GoPros and all that, I will leave a link there too. Now, where this neck mount comes into play, really handy, is when you're wading. Keeps your camera up and out of the water. The downside to this neck mount is when you have it up like this, when you're looking down like where you're trying to walk, the camera is like right there in front of where you need to see. But folds right out of the way. It's like a rubbery magnetic, or not magnetic, rubbery texture. You can kind of adjust it however you need. It's got a little snap on the end. Anyway, enough yapping. This outro's going on long enough. Hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching.